Yeah, I think realistically, when we come into this map, there's no way we can favor Lucid Dream. You'd be ludicrous to do so. I haven't hit my head that hard today. But I definitely think they've got a better shot at taking it here. If there is a map that they'll win on, it is Mirage. We saw it from them yesterday. They played very well versus D13. Their T side was incredibly impressive. And we're going to get to see their T side to start things out coming into map number 2.
I mean, I'm a little bit worried. It's only about like a 5-10 minute break from the last map. How can they kind of reset themselves? Because obviously, I mean, this is maybe a game they don't expect to win, but we want to see what they're all about when it comes to this matchup to kind of rank them now in the group against some more difficult teams. So they will go for execute towards A. They have one smoke, one flash, one Molotov, or two flashes, one Molotov. Joki's just waiting in sight. He's gonna have an opportunity to get a couple of shots, and he's gonna miss pretty much all of them. Damn Young, well, he doesn't miss too often, but this is gonna be one of those moments as he only gets the one kill as they're looking to push down towards CT. The flashbang comes through. A little bit of a reset here out of all these 4 players. Still be scared to push into them on the T side, and there you go. Advent comes in, gets 2 kills. Kaze as well. And well, it looked good at the start. That's gonna be a pissed round going again here for ViCi.
It is indeed the start that they wanted, but they have allowed a bomb plant. And as always, we have to give the caution that Lucid Dream can get a force buy up here. And based on the previous series, we'll get a force buy up here. I don't disagree with it. I think they'll come in with decent chances to actually take the round. It's only when they were on the CT side and didn't know what an eco was. That was when the issue started to arise. I love that little transition. Here we are in T-spawn now. Flying on over. So Lucid Dream. They've got an AK, they've got pistols around it, and look at this. They found a new word, added to their vocabulary. Round number 2 doesn't see them with a force buy you'll typically see after finding a bomb plant round 1. Instead, they've got one hero rifle, everybody else coming in with just pistols, and they'll look to make the Deegs do the work.
Well, they're trying to make the Deegs work, but you gotta hit your shots for them to work. Kaze takes the leaf out. Pretty clean round, all things considered. Oh, yeah, the cleanest of rounds, all things considered.
That's what they needed.
Yeah, thanks. Well, there we go. The AK is now bought up for Lucid Dream. I think this is a good sign for them, Fox. Only the Deagle at the moment. Not sure if he didn't buy up an AK. He didn't have the money for it, I guess. But now this is a crucial round for Lucid Dream because they, again, could go down 4-0. They have to save up after this. Let's see, maybe can get the bomb down.
And the nade on top mid, my god. 789 dead. That's one man down to start it off. Fox can go and retrieve a rifle if he wants to. Only the Deagle to work with for him, but more important is the map control that they've got as he was clearing out underpass. And his job is to make sure that there's nobody coming in towards apartments from B. He spotted out that it's clear. Makes him move towards middle where he'll retrieve that rifle. Carrying the bomb as well. Now with the week by ViCi have, they're playing this as a bonus round. They still have some good opportunities. Excuse me, that's the weakest weapon removed. The scout out of play. But there's still 2 FAMAS up. I mean, that's a pretty decent trade-off considering they've got so much cash in the bank.
Around call being made to rotate over towards the A site. Just going to be joking. And Advent here. Almond though with the M4. Going to be over towards short to potentially watch out on this push in. They do have 1 smoke, so my question is where do they put that smoke down? Or sorry, they have 2 smokes. I guess the one was thrown in where I saw it. I don't know if he's going to have the other. Maybe throw it up to CT, but Advent's actually going to smoke himself off to look to go over the toll booth. Jokin should play around the actual smoke. Gets the first. Gets a second, the bomb down, and a third. What's happening here? Well, he doesn't get all 3 kills, but they still shut this push down as quick as it began. Now John Olsen's left alone, and they're going to get wiped out. AK is going to be recovered, and ViCi Gaming, I mean, this should ideally be a 4-0 start and a big amount of money in the bank.
Jason, I mean, at this point, we do have to be realistic. a 3-0 up for ViCi. If they find the next round, not this one here, because they should... Oh, they should be winning this. I like the little double peak. And then we'll be starting to tilt over in favor of ViCi even more so. The early start's very important for the T side to do damage in. So far, they've not really succeeded at that goal. You can see that there's plenty of money, especially after the rifles they managed to convert and upgrade. So in this round, we're looking at a lot of weight on their shoulders to do damage, and I think they've achieved that. With 2 kills on the board, they're going to be able to upgrade a rifle as well on John. Well, they were actually, but now Zoking's in position to stop that. Either way, 1 minute 5 seconds on the clock, they can play this super slow. They don't need to make a move immediately. He's just chilling.
Just lounging. Oh, okay. I mean, the AK shot obviously gave away that he's going to be out towards middle. If John gets someone here, maybe Advent. I mean, Jam Young's going to be covering off towards short. He's trying to peek for information or looking to want to. There's 30 seconds left to go, so they're going to have to execute somewhere, and I would imagine it's going to be towards short, but they don't really have any utility to cover up any of these angles, especially the position that Advent's going to be holding. Now it's down to PTC. 2 players left to find. Luckily, he does have the bomb, and now he has an AK in hand. And technically, if he pushes up, he might have a moment. Actually cleanly getting towards the A side. That's going to be spotted out. Jamman's going to close that. Very costly round here for ViCi Gaming, but again, look at the funds they have. It's not too big of a loss.
You know, for Lucid, that's the first step towards managing the CT's economy, making sure that it doesn't get out of control, as I would say it already is. They dropped the AWP. I didn't actually spot if ViCi managed to save it or not. Considering positions, I'd imagine they did, with someone close to window. I didn't spot it, but either way, they have the op out. You can see the damage in the economy isn't quite there. 4 players still able to buy in the next. A great opening. 7, 8, 9 taken down through the smoke. And that mid push, they've spotted Alman. They know that he's tucked up close. He can't get out of here. There's absolutely no way. He has a Molotov, but the cover by Jam Young, they're baited in by seeing Alman. And ViCi, this is the difference, right, between these two teams. At no point is a player really isolated in a fight. Okay, mid-window maybe, but that's reasonable. And then Alman was left alone. A pullback by Lucid Dream, taking the 2 individual fights and winning them. And now they're in with a chance.
I don't know, man. Kaze is still alive, and he's got the op. Lee's trying to play the flank roll towards Palace. I mean, PTC's been hitting a couple of good shots here or there, but there's still some like pretty wide angles being covered, and that's going to be PTC falling. Kaze is kind of playing with his head on a swivel, trying to watch behind him, trying to watch in front of him. And we'll leave. We'll get the entry in towards the A side. Avin's still going to be here, and the bomb's still trying to make its way up mid. It's going to be the showdown here. Kaze up against John Olsen. If he gets this kill, the round should be done. Kaze's going to miss. Molotov thrown in. Gonna smoke it up to look to probably re-peek it in, and obviously Advent's gonna be here around the corner to potentially stop the plant himself. Kaze's on 3 health. Looking for the spray down. He gets the first, almost the second. John Olsen down to 7 HP. Very risky cross back to the other side of the site.
Kaze, 3 health after the molly. The smoke didn't actually fully cover it off, so he lost another 50 health or so. Stopped him from peeking and stopping John Olsen from killing his teammate. He's going to clear sandwich here. He has to as he swings on through. And there's the shot connected. The defuse for ViCi. And the 1v1 lost. This is... I mean, if, in a way, it's good that Lucid are keeping these rounds close, but just contextually knowing the difference between these two teams, the difference in levels... starting it out, it is quite difficult to really find any comfort in how close the rounds have been.
Yeah, but close isn't going to cut it for him. It's not going to get them around on the board, and it's not going to get them one step closer to a third map. And I do worry when ViCi gets over to the CT side, or the T side, sorry. Lucid Dream might be in for a rude awakening. Maybe even a nightmare. Again, the confident Joking goes for the peek in towards middle. Had Alman there to help protect. Seems like they want to head towards this B direction. still gonna be 2 players there. And I almost would say, you know, Lucid are just trying to get a feel out for ViCi at the moment, but at what point do you start to say, no, they're just getting completely outplayed, and they don't seem to, I don't want to say have what it takes to close the rounds out. I think it's maybe better to say to compete against the likes of ViCi at the moment. Obviously, new additions to the roster within June. I think you said about like 15 maps played for the team now. And they're not like a bad team or anything, but I think we're seeing, like, obviously the synergy is really not there for them, and again, their map pool is a little bit limited when it comes to their choices in a best of 3.
Where's the connector smoke? I mean, they're going up through short, and nobody lobs smoke to connector. John Olsen still has one, but hey, he's too busy to take out his smokes because he's headshotting everyone. Zoking got a big clutch to make happen, can't get it done, and now Kaze retaking B with an AWP. Not exactly the position to be in. As he moves forward, drops his op early so he can go through and find a rifle, but it's way out on the site. He's got to take a risky walkout. Managing to land that M4. Was that spotted, though? Was Leaf watching the M4? I think he was blocked from view by the bench. And now a 1v1 as Kaze looks for the final player. The spray was so close, but PTC just about clutches it out and puts one on the board for Lucid. You know, the last time these teams played on this map 25 days ago, ViCi on the T side won the pistol and then took it 3-0 because of that. But from that point forward, they won a grand total of 3 out of the remaining 12 rounds on their T side. Each one was a standalone without a follow-up. That at least paints a somewhat pretty picture if Lucid can get up around 6 rounds or so. Then perhaps they'll be able to have the shutout CT side they did previously. But that doesn't seem all too likely when we take into consideration Nuke and how that one went down.
Haven's going to be only on the ump. And FAMAS, I mean, they have the chance to break the money-wise here. And it could be exactly what they need. Like, you win this round, you get it cleanly. Pick up the next. And 5-3 against you doesn't look too bad. Joking, he's going to fall getting shot completely through the smoke. You can force a rotation here out of Jamyoung and Alman. From around the corner towards short. Ashbin comes through, they get the first kill. You have to worry, though, about Fox, who's maybe the one pushing through, but now they both turn their attention to this direction. And he's gonna fall as well. They had the man advantage, and now, well, they've lost it.
This is going to be an interesting fight. If Advent wins it, the round's over immediately. The UMP up close. Look, it's just not an angle you check, really, is it? And although John Olsen walked around and spotted him quite quickly, then oh no. The passive hold. So PTC takes down Kaze on the overextension, looking for Alman. Very brave to not even worry about his back. He's gonna just tie you up, and why not? He only spotted a player in Palace a couple seconds ago. That was a really messy situation there when there was only 2 players left alive. I don't really understand going for the bomb plant, not covering CT. I get they can come out of Palace as well, so there wasn't a whole lot of opportunities for them. But Kaze on the swift dies, 32.7% accuracy. He's only got 3 kills with the op so far. It's he's on fire with the rifles. That's the thing. But when the op comes out in force, you know about it.
Yeah, I don't think I ever judge accuracy too much, to be fair. I mean, you see people spray a ton in this game, you know, for wall bangs or just to pre-aim positions. I mean, you're hearing like a spray of the FAMAS out of Alman, and obviously that's going to affect his accuracy overall. I would love to see the accuracy, like, hold out a little bit deeper, right? Like, when fighting someone, as in, like, in direct contact with them, what's your accuracy? I think we'd see that number bursted up quite high. Jammin's gonna get sprayed down onto 3. The bomb's still gonna be the hands, though, of the T side for Lucid Dream. Alman's waiting, rotations coming through out of Joking. And even Advent pushing out ramp. Spot out the last player, but now his position's been given up, and John Olsen, well, he rescues an AK. Let's get tagged down to 1 HP, and he will fall, and ViCi will, they're gonna bounce back 7-1 and continuing this pace.
Well, Jason, I'm gonna ask you, how do you feel? Lucid Dream? They're gonna win this map. They're gonna come back. Do you believe? You believe in the ability, the power of thought, the power of belief, the power of the CT side.
I mean, I know the power of the mind is strong. I mean, just look at Inception. Oh, I don't know that. I think that's sleep. So yeah, the power of sleep is extremely strong. Just look at Inception. Let me redo my phrase there.
Where are you gonna take that? Lucid Dream or sleep right now? So they're gathering up their energy.
I think they need to go deeper. You know, slow the pace down of the game even farther.
Fair, fair. Well, they're doing that in this round for you. It's a very slow mid take.
I don't know. I still think this is gonna be ViCi's game though. I mean, the rounds have been a lot closer, to be fair, comparing it to Nuke. But as you see there, like ViCi are just so good up against Lucid Dream of just getting an initial kill, backing away, or just playing like different angles. Like that's, I think, one of the first times they've actually boosted up there, and they get the punish with it right away. John Olsen trying to play for the flank or the little bit of a lurk, and well, he gets dinked up and killed off right off the bat.
Exactly as you're saying, you know, finding these kills, falling back. Lucid Dream's trading ability has been pretty rough at the moment. I know HLTV has the kill, assist, survive, traded. I'd love if they had just traded. I think that would provide a lot of context on actual deaths, because if I see a player die 20 times, I don't really care. You know, it doesn't matter to me at all. It's more about, you know, if you're entering and you've got a 0.5 KD, but you're traded 100% of the time, well then, it's fantastic, on the T side at least.
Yeah, you should just hope that your teammate dies more often, so you can always get the trades, right?
There you go.
UTC. He's got the Dragon Lore, but he's no more. ViCi now up 8-1. I mean, the thing is, like, how fast-paced ViCi played Nuke. That's what I'm kind of imagining is going to happen when we get to Mirage on T side for them, because right now they're kind of on the mercy, or at the mercy of Lucid Dream, right? Waiting for them to push into them. And they're definitely taking their time in these rounds, but they're still going the way of ViCi, and I don't know what they need to change up. I would still like to see maybe like a set execute towards A, maybe use the middle a little bit more to go for like a 3-2 split on towards the A site. But they need to stop getting picked. They need to stop playing basically with the hand tied behind their back by losing a player within the first, 30 seconds.
It's just not a lot to really say about Lucid Dream. I'm waiting for them to show us something that we can dig our teeth into. And they're just getting picked off, going for some aggression on mid, aggression on ramp, desperately trying to find these fights that they can win. And John Olsen, well, he's been doing a good job of finding them. You know, someone that we saw being a little bit slower to start over in map number 1. He's here, he's turned up. The rest of the team, not so much. And even then, to the extent that he's here, it's not quite there. 7, taken down. No trades possible. Look at this, one after another they fall. The crossfire setup on the site was perfect, covering their angles. And although Advent got a little bit ambitious there, I can understand why. John also with the nade out misses the opportunity for a kill. Kaze immediately for the trade, and ViCi will go 9-1 up. Jason, round by round, minute by minute, I'm getting happier and happier that I didn't take the risk of saying Lucid Dream would take it. I felt the temptation. I wanted to gamble to start. When you asked me, I was like, wouldn't it be sweet? Wouldn't it be sweet if Lucid Dream won this one? But unfortunately,
See, now I'm just tempted to call you out.
It's looking
before
sour.
we started the show. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I think you'll find I said yesterday Lucid Dream gets smashed in this. I know.
We're up against the Eagles here for ViCi. I mean, PT0 has been okay. All right. Guess he spotted him on the cross there through the smoke. Yeah, it just seems like, flat out ViCi just dominating Lucid Dream. Not really able to. I mean, it's, to be fair, like obviously we don't want to sound too negative. I mean, it's an early times for Lucid Dream's roster, right? We have to remember that and not forget the fact that they, we'll have 2 new members onto the team, or sorry, 3 new members on the team technically. 2 of them coming in back on the first. They really haven't had that much time together. And you're competing against one of the best teams in the region.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not a surprise to see a 10-1.
See, the thing is, in a game like this, for us, on the broadcast side, it's almost like a formality. In a round robin, you gotta let everybody play everyone. But if it was a... I've rarely played FIFA, Jason, so... but I presume most people have. I know you can... And in NHL, I've probably played more of that game. You can simulate matches in the career mode rather than play them. I think that's the kind of thing you'd go for if this was your esports, I don't know, manager game. I don't know. The thing is, Lucid Dream...
Sounds like a terrible game.
Oh, it would be horrendous. The Lucid Dream should not be beating ViCi. All right? This is just the reality of it. They should not win this game. They shouldn't win a map. It's why when we started out, I was saying, I think if Lucid picked one map up, if they lost 2-1, that would be a success for them. That shows they're doing something right. And I wouldn't look at this and say it shows they're doing something wrong necessarily. But as you said, time needs to be put into getting better. We mentioned this on the previous map. There's promise, there's good individuals. It is just about getting that cohesion as a team. This round here started off very well with the run boost in through middle, adapting to the mid play with the AWP. They pushed him off the angle. They even found the kills up close. Fox, well, he got a nice close range fight to Kaze, and that then almost took PTC down through the smoke in con. But it didn't work out, only lighting them up for a bit of damage. And a second round for Lucid Dreams connected on the back of it. They did it.
Yeah, I mean, Kaze missed the shot. That might have changed the tide of how this would actually go. Maybe, not fully sure. They still have money to spend. I mean, maybe this is a chance here. Lucid Dream, you win this round, you get to 3. No money to spend for ViCi, you can maybe get to 4. And then we have our padded potential of 11-4 half, like we always do, it seems. Oh, there you go. That starts things off nicely here. Kaze again, getting the better of taking up him by PTC.
Well, Jason, we move into round number 13. Lucid Dream are changing their approach a little bit, looking in towards the A-bomb site. 4 players outside it early on. They send over Fox to just cause a little bit of mayhem on the B site. Utility thrown out, and here come the smokes over A. As a confident strategy from Lucid, a much faster, more pointed one than what we've seen in the last couple. As 789 gets dropped, nobody else is out. He died, what, 8 seconds ago? And eventually, the team starts to push. Very odd. 789 unfortunately used his bait. But the round still seems to be going their way for now, at least. The flash going to come through. Here's the peek from Alman, and really nicely handled. Get behind the box, Alman. Luckily, Zoking was taking down PTC before Alman was caught with a flash in hand. And Leaf's got a 1v2. He's the master of 1v2s, though, and already found his first kill. Out for another, and the headshot to Alman to close it out. An off save, and a third round for Lucid. Honestly, I don't think I've seen Leaf lose a 1v2 in the last 2 days.
That would have been sick if it was Leaf on the stats, and then like the title was like 1v2 master. But yeah, Jam Young, I mean, he's just playing typical Jam Young style. Not a utility being used, but you should expect that. Actually, I'm kind of surprised at the same rate. I think maybe towards the T side, the utility usage would go down a little bit, as he's gonna be more used to going for the entry frags. But like I was saying before, you're breaking the economy. They're actually forcing up into this round. 2 scouts, 2 FAMAS, and an ump. And again, we could see that 11-4. Oh, it looks like more like a potential 10-5 here with the lack of money that ViCi's going to have in the round after.
Lucid with 5 rounds, it's one shy of what I wanted, but a turnaround from half to half would definitely be impressive. It will give them an opportunity, at least, when they come to the CT. As we said, the last time these two teams faced, when it came to buy rounds, ViCi won 3 out of 12 of the final rounds on their T side. Still managed to win the game. for Lucid. I still don't believe. I need a little bit more time. I need to see a little bit more from this roster. If they take both of these rounds, well then maybe. Just maybe they can start to win our hearts and minds. Looking for the A site yet again. Quite a passive hold. They've managed to successfully drag the rotates out of window and towards B. Kaze's isolated on the site, already connecting one shot onto John Olsen, looking for the head, can't find it, and they both go down. An easy bomb plant now for Lucid, and ViCi should be saving.
Ah, such a sick skin for the scout too. I know a little off topic there, but I appreciate a good skin or two. Talk about ViCi should be saving. Looks like they will be going for that. Oh, all right. Okay, couple of kills. I mean, he might be able to rescue the AK after the bomb goes off. They don't have a kit, so they're definitely not going to be going for it now, but they get themselves one AK, potentially the second for Joking. And now we go into that 10-4 last round of the first half. I think... I don't know. Like, I think it's going to be really rough when we see Lucid Dream on the CT side, and more importantly, ViCi on the T side. Because again, thinking back to Nuke, they were unstoppable. They were playing even like fast-paced in quite a few of these rounds with no respect. And if you're Lucid Dream, you have to make them respect you, and that's gonna be tough to do when you're, you know, 6 rounds at the moment away from being 0-2 in the group.
A full A hit. No pressure from ViCi. Nothing on middle, nothing B app, so at least they won't know that it's going to be A. Smokes come over. I think at this point, though, with how the last couple rounds have gone, you'll definitely be very suspicious that this is going to be an attack towards this site. I think Lucid have been quite one-dimensional in that. Rotates on their way, nobody pushing through the smokes, but even still, Leaf picks up one through the smoke. As they on the tag. They don't have a nade, but the looks of things, there's one going through eventually. There was a flash, actually. Excusez-moi.
Oh, another tag.
Another
tag.
Spiraling out of control here, Jason. 3 tags in the space of close to as many seconds. Another headshot, though. PTC, side blind, and Advent putting it into now a rough situation to come back from. They've got to clear into an AWP that's 10 health. If they can find the first shot, they'll be coming out on top. Jam Young sees one on stairs. Easy frag down below as well. Over towards Tetris. The player now spotted as Kaze moves in with the FAMAS. Both of these players are one hit. He looks to swing on out and take down that AWP, but he's gone to the ramp, buying himself some time, looking to play it and force Kaze to take the defuse. A smoke goes down with the AWP. It's not going to be easy to spam on through. Kaze sticking the defuse. The spray now from Fox. He's looking for the right side. He hits him once, misses the last shots though, and so 11-4 we go. The ninja from Kaze, huge play in the smoke, and I mean, all in all, a very convincing half from ViCi.
And another 11-4. I mean, Alman and Kaze like set up that entire retake with the scout shots they hit. Like 3 tags coming through. Obviously, Jamyon getting 2 was phenomenal. I don't know. This is rough. We're gonna see even a timeout called in for Lucid Dream. I think it's the most timeouts we've seen in a series, actually.
Yeah, this is one of the harder games for Lucid Dream, right? Getting it out of the way early. Were they the team we were saying have like Tyloo up next or something like that? Oh no.
No,
okay.
the ViCi Tyloo game's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Lucid Dream play against Divided Vendetta tomorrow, and then D13 play against Mazalai.
Gotcha. Now, Lucid Dream's Tyloo game is actually the last game, so I literally could not have been more wrong. But yeah, I mean, look, it's a hard game for them early on. They've got Divine Vendetta, Beyond, Tiger, Invictus. Then they get to Bren and Mazalai. I think those are the ones that are going to set them up. Like, they need to beat Bren. They need to beat Mazalai. If they can pick up one victory along the way, they probably shouldn't be going out in the bottom. And then they can try and improve for playoffs. Week on week as well. You know, that's a percentage-wise, it's a lot of time for them to improve versus what they've had. They can prepare for each matchup, but up against the likes of ViCi, you can see. I'm honestly thinking ViCi prepared for Lucid Dreams. They probably looked into exactly how they're playing, considering the fact that they knew this was going to be one of their first games. Fox is dominating there in the USP duels, and really nice double opening for them. They've got 2 players outside connector, but they both die. That's ridiculous.
Still one more though. 789, he's tucked away. He's gonna switching up over to Dark, and I think they're gonna find out in a few seconds. Yes, they do. Bomb gonna be stopped, and Almond's alone in the 1-on-2 with 4 HP. Like we've almost seen this before. I was in the first match, and unfortunately not able to hit the shot. So Lucid Dream will get the pistol round. We'll get off to a strong start here. Without the bomb being planted as well, ViCi, they're just gonna have to go for the save.
Bit of a wild pistol round, really. It looked like Lucid had it on lockdown from the start, but they certainly made it a little bit closer than it needed to be. That connector play, 2 players outside of it, one comes barreling through from the T side. That should be a free kill, and then a free one onto the second one as well in the 2v1, but somehow the T side came ahead. But with Lucid eventually getting their 5th on, not allowing a bomb plant, this should be 6. But even from that point, I don't think we're going to see the same T-side from ViCi that we saw before. If we do, Lucid could actually win the map. As I said, 3 out of 12 of the final rounds went their way. And with the pistol under Lucid's belt, if those 3 were to be distributed over the next, that'd be a 16-14 for Lucid.
Oh. There you go. So Almond's going to come through. I mean, even just like plays like that, coming through a window to kind of hit same spot together. Almond's trying to catch the rotate, and Fox just reads it perfectly. And Kaze with the Glock. I mean, he does have the bomb. Best case, he gets the bomb planted. Which it looks like he's going to be able to, actually. Some extra money, some extra utility. Don't tell me there's a world where he clutches this out with a Glock as well, 1v3. Okay. I mean, it took a long time to kill him, but...
He became immortal for a few seconds. But luckily, it wore off. Still, look what they're able to do with nothing. A bomb plant, 2 kills. The money is going to be fantastic. T-side probably pulling out an AWP even this early on, if they want to. No, looks like the AK is all around with a bit of utility. We'll see more pointed rounds from them. And here we go. See, it's hard in games like this because it always feels like it's just a matter of time, right, Jason? Like, okay, Lucid Dream pick up the pistol, they get the one after, but it feels like in either this buy round or the next, ViCi are just going to come in, smack Lucid to death, and then win the game.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's like, it's impending doom, delaying the inevitable, potentially. I mean, it would be fantastic if Lucid Dream somehow take this map. I guess it would be a testament towards their CT side. But, you know, I don't think on Nuke we really saw enough for that to be a potential. I don't think we've seen enough of it on this map at the moment. Already first kill another way of ViCi. A little bit of a missed flashbang that are joking, and John Olsen's going to pick up the reins. Let's get the kill onto him. Down to the 4-on-4, and well, they pretty much give it over the entire A site to the T side. Young's going to be there just waiting for any rotations back. They might even look to bring the bomb in that direction. Weapon advantage clear in the hands of ViCi. And also, like I said before, they basically have this A site. Or at least close to having it.
Jam Young is going to start making a move. He's not tradable in his current position. The rest of the team only just on the ramp now, but there you go. He wins the duel anyways. Now they're going for the site. John Olsen, the only one that can actually stop them. He spots them, swings up in the open though, and all 3 had a sight line on. Bomb being planted. Focusing on the fight towards Fox. And it's just so individual. 3v3. not one player has waited for their teammate. They've just gone in to try and do some damage. Either stop them getting to side, stop the bomb plant. What is this from Leaf? He's a 1v2 god, but not a 1v3. So close, and 1 HP that separates him. If he had an M4 there, he won that duel because he headshot Advent.
I mean, I think he dinked him, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. But it was just an MP9. Maybe even through the floor as well. Advent 34 HP? I think it must have been through the floor. Either that or it was like a shoulder shot. No, he was 12 HP. It was definitely through the floor. Or he'd be so dead.
12-6 now. Big 3-man stack towards the B site. Look at this pace they've taken middle, though. Look how fast they've gotten out here. On a control being gifted over to ViCi from Lucid Dream. Especially with joking inside of the house. Jamie gets the first kill on a John Olsen. That's over towards A ramp. The A site's completely open. And if you're PTC or 7, I mean, even if you're Fox, just save. Just give him the A site now and hope that Joking can't pick up any kills, and he should be falling from this.
Oh my god.
Maybe they feel like they can do it now.
Yeah, after those 2 kills, they're definitely going in for this. They can't allow ViCi to claim a further lead. Those are big mistakes being made. Advent even peeked straight into the AWP, and the rifles that were saved over, they're doing so much damage. Investing into these was risky. You know, it looked like they would almost be forced to save them. But now they've isolated both players as well. 2 1v1s later, and it's Lucid Dreams around. That's an insane one to come back into. I mean, I was 100% on board with you, Jason. That was a save. It had to be. And yet here we are. 3 players alive, 2 AKs and an AWP saved over, and Lucid Dream take a 7th.
It really was impressive. And you have to imagine if maybe ViCi didn't go for any peaks there, that would have been the round. But this kill right here, I think 7, 8, 9, getting that kill over on the Kaze, that was like, all right, we can do this. We can retake this. I don't think they would have had the motivation to go for it without that second kill. But now ViCi gonna be on the save. They're going for a timeout. I got my 7 rounds eventually. Maybe you'll get your 11 out of Lucid Dream. Hell, maybe we'll get a 16 and go over to the 3rd map of Inferno, which that'll be an interesting one. I think that pretty much has everything written towards ViCi. 90% win rate in the last 10 times they played it. And Lucid Dream have only played it twice and haven't won it.
I'm not 100% sure, but this could be the first MP5 we've seen in the tournament, or at least in our games. Don't recall seeing its glory earlier on. And what a terrible skin. Kaze, you've disappointed me. That's the normal one, right? The something rats. Pretty sure it is. 7's fallen in connector. This is oh my god, Alman. He really thought he was free there, didn't he? Just bunny hopping on up with a nade or a knife out, I'm not 100% sure. At least they managed to trade him back. The smoke down in CT, they can get over and plant the bomb. Fox should be dealt with soon. Zoking's getting up close. Is there a flash for him? No, he's just dry peeking it. That's a mistake. Jeez. They're throwing that round away. It looked like it was going to be all theirs. Jam Young. How's he managed that? He just takes a double. The bomb's down in the open. A long flank by Leaf. The 1v2 god. He failed in the 1v3s, but surely, Jason, the 1v1's even easier.
Thing is, Jam Young has no idea he's here, and he's not going to know he's here until he's probably dead. What?
Oh my god. You cannot miss those. He's so lucky he got it in the end, but that's embarrassing. Almost just handed him the round. I didn't catch this properly. Oh man, that second headshot was nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't need to see this. Oh no, Leaf.
That was awkward.
Like, he gave him, what, 3 chances there to kill him? A couple
Yeah.
opportunities with the shots? It's really
Oh, so
unfortunate.
sick. So sick. Oh, look at this B rush, though. 2 players waiting. Good flashbang as you get through. Good counter nades, however, coming down. You can see the HP just melting away from the T side, and so are the lives of the 4 players. Now Kazi's left alone, wondering where his team went. Well, even the Molotov tagging him up, too.
Well, 12-9. It's been a really weird series of events. You know, we're counting Lucid Dream out the whole time due to that terrible first half. But again, we have to look back towards how things panned out previously. As I said, ViCi won the pistol on their T side, went up 3-0, and then finished the half with 6 rounds. None of them were converted consecutively. They do struggle with their terrorist side versus Lucid Dream. And in the position they're currently in, I would say Lucid Dream look like they could win a PTC big mistake going down through mid. Doesn't get punished, though. They thought now was the round to try an aggressive play with the AWP, but they learned quickly that it wasn't. ViCi looked to move out. That flash has not caught John Olsen. That could be an opening duel. He has to re-smoke it, though. Gets full blind. And tagged up a little bit as he runs away. Oh, PTC, so aggressive. That works out.
We see Lucid Dream get aggressive in middle, but they have to give it up because ViCi, they take mid so damn fast. They also get 2 kills off of this after losing Almond. Jamyoung only on 2 HP. Sometimes that's all you really need. And I don't know how that missed. I mean, the second one I can understand potentially, but Advent gets the kill, and Joking takes down Fox. That would have been a massive kill coming through. And a PTC to stop the push in towards the safe side, but the bomb's going to get there. The money is just, it's not terrible. The Lucid Dream side, but I mean, Leaf could win the 1v3. Rarely won the 1v1. I don't think he can win a 1v4 here.
No. I think saving is his only option. He can give John Olsen a weapon as well. And John Olsen and 789 made some big mistakes in that round. They had PTC find the opening duel. Yes, they'd spotted at least 2 more players in middle, but for some reason, one of them decided to push up. It was 789 pushed through ramp, while John Olsen got aggressive back in connector. They both lost those fights immediately within a second of each other. And at that point, the round was pretty much confirmed. PTC could have pulled it back with like an insane off play, but he didn't manage that. Jamyoung's got a run. He's so low. Leaf's doing a great job. That was a mini 1v2 from him. Guaranteeing the saved over rifle, right? Yeah.
Oh.
If ViCi find this will be the first time up against Lucid Dream on the terror side of Mirage that they've connected 2 rounds in a row when on full buys. On and versus full buys. And they'll also manage to break the CT's economy and put it over with 15 rounds on the board. Like, this is their chance to finish this off, to win. Good tag by PTC. The jump was a little bit too high, so he only hit the legs. The molly down, though, stops PTC from supporting A. They can go now. They know that that Opera is isolated, and they're not throwing over smokes. Instead, they're already pushed out to Tetris by the time any smokes even come over.
Trying to smoke off the man in towards Shadow. John's going to pay the price already. Flashbang comes through. 7 gets the first, but he's going to be sprayed out by Advent. Like you said, they're going to be able to take this site a little bit slower than maybe we'd like to have seen. Still waiting for maybe some smokes to come down because Fox is still going to have an angle. See, Advent trying to make his way in towards the site with a bomb. They have the jungle smoke, but that's faded away, and this is going to be tough now because they've lost out on a good part of the utility, except they still have 2 smokes left. One can be thrown in. So jungle will be blocked off, and yeah, if you're Lucid Dream, 3 on 4 and you have no money to spend, you gotta save. You gotta prevent ViCi Gaming from getting themselves to map and match point.
You can't help but feel a little bit bad for Lucid Dream, considering that they had, what was it, 10-1? Yeah, 10-1 down. And that first half started out so poorly. They almost had the pistol. Even if they just found that, they'd be almost even with ViCi at the moment. But instead, you're on the verge of being knocked out 2-0 in the series, as we know should have happened. They've put up a good fight in the last couple of rounds. Now they're on their last legs. The buy is weak. It's a shambles when it comes to the rifles. 2 SMGs in play. Well, they've been able to invest into a faster B play. This hit goes right into Leaf, who's got the MP9. He's all by himself as well. His teammate already falling into where it's Apps. He's been spotted, lands a shot, but here... Whoa, hello! Where was the communication? They knew Leaf was there, and yet it just looked like Advent thought he was completely in the clear. PTC left on 27 health, and saving is his only option. A 1v3 ain't all too likely. And we will go 15-9.
Well, again, you see the fast place. Like, they ran straight up mid, joking, just completely got on short if there's even a chance that they knew he was there, especially with the smoke that was thrown down in towards connector to block PTC's vision off. Maybe get a kill here on a joking, but... I mean, well, I'm assuming they're going to chase this down. Kaze's going to come around the corner. PTC just trying to hide. And this would be a big save he can bring into the next round and potentially keep them alive. And, oh, he hits the no-scope on the Kaze. And Almond, well, he wants to keep his off. But that's it. That's 15. Lucid Dream's last chance here to keep this series alive and to take us to a third and final map on Inferno. Might be coming to a close right here, right now. Yeah, look at that. Fox completely blinded up.
It was really nicely placed flashbangs. Look at that by Jam Young. The spray, the lineup of all 3 players. Although PTC does well to carry in the AWP to this round. Look what's backing it up. 2 M4s, an SMG, and a Deagle. Almost identical to the previous round where they got absolutely rolled. This time, ViCi are looking in towards the A site, but it looks like Lucid Dream have made a bit of a gamble here. They're going to go in for mid control in just a minute, but ViCi are already moving forward. The smokes go down to block off the 2 players in towards the connector and jungle. Actually, they're deep smokes. That means PTC can actually still see around these. Makes his way to stairs. Jam Young's in trouble as he comes out. Should be taken down realistically. As time ticks on, though, there's the flash. Pulls him off the angle for just a second. Now Jam Young's posted. Good shot by PTC. A second connected. He is trying his best to keep them alive in this. No support. The closest player is only just coming through mid now. Leaf completely whiffs, but finds the kill eventually, and the bomb is down in the open. A man advantage now for Lucid Dreams, who might just bring it over to double digits. ViCi have a hell of a clutch to make happen. Kaze at least has a smoke to block them off.
Will he throw it? That's going to be my question. And they could easily get this bomb by blocking off connector and then just dealing with the jungle position. Even Leaf hasn't rotated back over towards the east side completely. Smoke goes down. Nate gonna come through as well to maybe look to soften them up, but it won't connect onto anyone. I think PTC was trying to maybe get in towards mid window. There's gonna be one player there, and Kaze has the cover. Jam Young picks up the bomb. Down to the 2-on-2 now as the bomb will be planted, and Kaze's got to be careful here because both are coming from the same direction. He's gonna hit the shot onto PTC, and that might have been the final nail in the coffin, and it will. ViCi Gaming 16-9. It was a much closer affair when it came down to this map.